Bro, yesterday someone DM'd me. Anton, let's talk about WLFI. Well, today we're going to dissect WLFI together. What it is, its potential, its risks. Remember, this is not an invitation to buy. We're just learning so you can decide for yourself. Let's get started. Okay, bro? So here's the deal. Many are curious. What exactly is WLFI? And why is it being linked to the Trump family? WLFI stands for World Liberty Financial, a crypto project with a very big vision. They want to create a global financial system that is supposedly more transparent and more fair, but still connected to the real world through their stablecoin. Now, what makes it buzz, bro? This project is actually directly backed by the Trump family. According to Reuters reports, the Trump family isn't just lending their name, but also has significant control over the project, including a share of the proceeds from the token sales. So, you could say WLFI isn't just an ordinary DeFi project, but also has major political and branding elements behind it. When it was first launched, the WLFI token couldn't be sold or transferred to other wallets. It functions as a non-tradable governance token, meaning it's only for voting and helping determine the project's direction, not for quick profit trading. So for early holders, the value leans more towards voting rights, not liquidity. But recently, token holders organized a large-scale vote to decide whether WLFI can be traded, and the result, the majority agreed. So now they are starting to open the tradable function in a limited way. Well, besides the WLFI token itself, this project also has a stablecoin called USD1, a stablecoin supposedly pegged to the US dollar and backed by real assets like US Treasuries. The combination of these two tokens, WLFI for governance and investment potential, USD1 for stable transactions, makes World Liberty Financial look like they want to build a full-stack financial ecosystem in their own way. And do you know what's even more interesting, bro? Big investors have already come in, including funds from Abu Dhabi and the public company ALT5 Sigma, which is said to hold most of the treasury tokens. So this is a project that already has connections to the real financial world, not just crypto stuff. But behind all that sparkle, there are still many big questions that we need to discuss in the next segment. Now let's discuss the most technical yet most important part, bro. WLFI Tokenomics. So here's the deal. The total supply of WLFI is 100 billion tokens. A huge number, but quite common for new projects aiming for global reach. Now, out of that 100 billion, approximately 24 to 25 billion tokens are currently in circulation, just a quarter of the total. Apa itu? There are still 75 billion tokens locked and can be released later through vesting schemes or ongoing voting. And this is very important for you to understand, bro, because the gradually unlocked supply can be a double-edged sword. It provides liquidity for the project but can also create selling pressure if large holders start to sell their tokens. According to reports from Reuters and the block, when the tradable function is enabled, not all tokens can be sold immediately. Only a portion can change hands first, mainly small investor tokens and community tokens. The tokens owned by the core team, major investors, and corporations like ALT5 Sigma are still partially locked for a period to maintain price stability. Speaking of ALT5 Sigma, this is interesting, bro. They are a public company that has a direct partnership with World Liberty Financial to serve as a sort of treasury partner. They will hold about 7.5% of the total WLFI supply. So, the tokens are not only distributed to retail investors, but also held by large companies in significant amounts. On the other hand, this project has also announced plans to burn tokens, meaning they will destroy part of the supply to help maintain the token's value and prevent excessive inflation. But the effect will depend on how active the ecosystem becomes. If transactions are lively, the burn could be meaningful. If quiet, it's just theory. In short, bro, WLFI's tokenomics is still a work in progress. Large supply, but only a small portion is currently active. So for investors, the key point is continuously monitor the unlock schedule and large wallet activities. Because in the crypto world, supply movements are often more important than all the promises in the white paper. Okay, bro, now let's discuss the aspect that makes WLFI very attractive in the eyes of investors and the media. What are its advantages? And why did this project become a global spotlight? First, the most obvious is its branding. Just imagine, the name Trump is directly attached to this project. Whether you like or dislike the figure, one thing is certain: the media exposure is insane. Every time this project makes an announcement, major media outlets like Reuters, CNBC, and Cointelegraph immediately pick up the story. And in the crypto world, public attention is a currency of its own. Second, WLFI is not just selling dreams. They are also building a hybrid financial ecosystem, a combination of DeFi and TradFi. So, you have two main pillars: WLFI token as a governance tool and potential investment asset, and one US dollar, a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar and reportedly backed by real assets like US Treasuries. If it really goes well, this could make World Liberty Financial not just a hype project, but a foundation for their own global payment system. Third, institutional investor support is also quite substantial. There is a fund from Abu Dhabi that has purchased WLFI worth $100 million. Then the public company ALT5 Sigma also joined as a treasury partner, holding about 7.5% of the supply. Even big firms like DWF Labs have entered with a $25 million purchase. Such support makes this project look serious, not just a meme token that appeared overnight and then disappeared. Fourth, the community is also quite active. They don't just sit and wait for the team, but also participate in voting to determine the project's direction. That's one sign that governance is truly being implemented, not just a formality. So if asked, what are the advantages of WLFI? My simple answer: high exposure, strong backing, ambitious vision. But remember, bro, the bigger the spotlight, the greater the responsibility and public expectations. And that is what we will discuss later. The most important part: the risks and criticisms behind this project. Now, bro, this is the most important part, the part that people often skip when they're euphoric about a new token: the risks. I know WLFI looks really cool. Big names, major investors, stablecoin, strong branding, but precisely because of that, you need to be extra careful. First, the political factor. Since this project is directly linked to the Trump family, many conflicts of interest can arise. Imagine, bro, if there are political decisions in the US that clash with crypto policies. Tokens like WLFI could be directly affected. Second, regulation. Because WLFI involves influential public figures, authorities like the SEC are likely to monitor very closely. If one day this token is considered a security, all exchanges might be forced to delist it. And you surely know, once a token is labeled as an unregistered security, the price can crash overnight. Third, unlock and dumping risks. Out of a total of 100 billion tokens, most are still locked. This means that every time the unlock schedule arrives, the potential selling pressure from big investors is very real. I've seen cases like this in many other projects. New tokens are launched. Prices immediately plummet 40 to 60%. So if you're aiming to trade WLFI in the short term, you must monitor its unlock schedule. Fourth, transparency and centralization. There is a report from Cointelegraph about a developer whose wallet was temporarily blocked or blacklisted by the project team. This means the team has significant control over token movements, and that has started to edge towards centralized control. Fifth, volatility and hype. The token's price can be crazy. rising rapidly due to news, falling quickly due to rumors. And because many investors are attracted by Trump's name, political sentiment can also influence the price. So, don't look at WLFI just from the wow factor, bro. This is a big project, yes, but the risks are big too. If you want to get in, you need to understand. This isn't a toy token, but it's also not a safe place for everyone. Personally, I prefer to wait until all the functions and ecosystem are fully operational before I start investing in projects like this. Okay, bro, now let's discuss the most nerve-wracking part. Where do you think WLFI will go after it officially starts trading? I'll divide it into 3 scenarios to make it easier for you to imagine. First, the optimistic scenario. This is if everything goes according to plan. The tradable function opens smoothly. The community is active, major investors don't rush to sell tokens, and the $1 stablecoin manages to gain widespread adoption. If such conditions occur, LFI could gain a huge momentum effect, media coverage increases, liquidity rises, and the price could steadily climb over 6 to 12 months. But remember, bro, that's the ideal version. Second, the moderate scenario. This is the most realistic, in my opinion. After trading begins, the price might initially rise due to euphoria, but then fluctuate sharply because of selling pressure from long-term holders. Institutional investors like ALT5 Sigma and DWF Labs are likely to hold their positions for now, but retail investors might panic sell. Finally, the price moves in a zigzag pattern, rising and falling in the medium term, but still has the potential for a rebound if the project team truly delivers on their roadmap. Third, the pessimistic scenario. Now, this is often what happens in the crypto world, bro. For example, regulations come attacking, wallet developers get blocked, or major investors pull out first. In such conditions, the price can drop within hours. And if it really leads to political issues or manipulation allegations, the project could fail before it even matures. So the main point is this: WLFI is a project with great potential, but also equally high risks. For those of you who have been in crypto for a long time, you must understand the higher the exposure, the more sensitive the movements. And that's why I personally haven't started investing in WLFI until the entire ecosystem is truly stable. Now, bro, let's get into the most practical part. If you're interested in WLFI, how to approach it safely and realistically. First, limit your exposure. Don't go all in just because of hype or a big name. If you want to try it out, allocate only 5 to 10% of your portfolio to test the waters. Consider it an educational experiment, not a bet on your future. Second, understand the unlock schedule. Because the supply is huge and many tokens are still locked, you must know when the release dates are. Usually, when tokens start unlocking, the price can swing wildly, either spike due to volume or drop due to sell pressure. So, your entry and exit plans must be clear. Third, monitor official news. Since this project is sensitive to politics and regulation, every announcement from the SEC, Trump Organization, or ALT5 Sigma can immediately shake the market. You can't sleep well without updates. Fourth, DYOR. Bro, do your own research. Check the white paper, see who the developers are, study the smart contract if possible. Don't just follow because they said so. Fifth, maintain your mindset. If you want to hold WLFI, position it as a high-risk, high-reward asset. You can get a big multiplier, but you can also suffer a big loss. And that's normal in the crypto world. Personally, I prefer to wait, see if the $1 actually works, see if the ecosystem is truly alive. If it proves to be sustainable and not just political hype, only then slowly enter, like installment payments. Because in the crypto world, bro, what's important isn't who gets in first, but who can exit safely. Okay, bro. So the conclusion is like this. WLFI is a big project with a big name but also a big risk. From a branding perspective, they have everything needed to be in the spotlight. The Trump family behind it, strong institutional investors, and a very bold dual token system concept. But from a fundamental side, there are still many things that need to be proven. Its stablecoin USD-SATU has not yet been tested in the market. Its new governance is also still young. And political factors make this project more vulnerable than pure blockchains like Bitcoin or Ethereum. So, for those interested, understand first. This is not a coin for scalping or quick profit. This is a speculative project that still needs a long time to show real results. Personally, I won't be investing here yet. Not because I'm anti-Trump or anti-innovation, but because I prefer projects that have already proven they can survive hype. And remember, bro, everything I discuss here is not an invitation to buy or sell. I just help you see both sides of the coin, so you can make rational decisions, not emotional ones. If you like this format, dissecting token requests from viewers, click like, share this video with your friends, and write in the comments which tokens you want me to discuss next week. I'm Anton from Niceil Crypto Harian. See you in the next video, and remember, bro, in the crypto world, the bravest are not the first to enter, but those who can exit with a cool head. Okay, bro, that was our complete review of WLFI, World Liberty Financial. I hope this video helps you see this project from two sides. Not just the opportunities, but also the risks. Because in the crypto world, bro, the most important thing isn't who buys the fastest, but who understands what they're buying. If you like this format, honest review of viewer-requested tokens, click the like button, share it with your crypto group, and subscribe so you don't miss the next coin review. Write in the comments which tokens you'd like me to cover next. I'll read them one by one, and the most requested will be featured next week. Before I go, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video, GoLogin, bro. A cool tool to protect your online privacy, change your browser fingerprint, and separate all your crypto accounts to avoid flags. Try it for free and get a 40% discount plus 2 GB proxies through the link in the description. Use promo code ANTON10 to get an additional discount. And for those of you who want to support this channel while getting cool stuff, I'll also put the Shopee affiliate link below. From crypto t-shirts to content gear. I've chosen everything myself. Thanks a lot for watching until the end. I'm Anton from Daily Crypto Installments, signing off for now. And remember, bro, crypto isn't a race to get rich quickly, but a practice of patience and discipline. See you in the next video.